I regret to inform you, you're all here just to watch my daily practice. Alright, that seems like a perfectly acceptable Tetris nominal. Alright, I definitely, like, I can play pretty decently up to about 800, but I really am gonna need to get some specific practice in. This is a great way for me to start. Just absolutely no time to get used to the speed at all. That's good. Not like this. There you go, I even got a Tetris there. Like, go me. But yeah, I definitely feel like sometimes I'll be like, you know, doing pretty good overall and then just have a bit of a, like it'll speed up just that little bit and that will just explode my brain. I can definitely tell when I'm like, you know, really relying on the lock delay to give me enough time to think, and then like, it just gets very slightly too fast and I stop functioning entirely. You can kind of see like I'm slightly trying to go for certain things and the game's just like, nah, not quick enough. Okay. Oops. Oh, I fucked that up.
Make sure to blocks good and not blocks bad.
Thank you so much for the resub, Yami. It is funny that way, isn't it? That, like... The colors are, like, they actually are generally consistent, although they can be differently consistent across, like, Tetris the Grandmaster and every other type of Tetris. Which is a fun little thing. Oh no. Okay. I do think the coolest thing about, like, practice mode is that I can just, like, set it to the proper bullshit levels and just practice at that speed without having to spend 10 minutes getting there. Honestly, it's the biggest reason this game is, like, so addictive to me, because, like, you know, I feel like when it can take a long time to even get to the spot that you're having trouble with, it's kind of, like, demotivating a lot of the time, but, like, here, I can just be like, yeah, give me the fuck me up speed. Ugh, that's not great. It's acceptable.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Okay. Definitely do occasionally just get moments where it's like, oh no, those are both not the blocks I want. Okay. Somehow I am kind of paying this down decently. I will say, sometimes it does feel like when it speeds up, it's like moving even faster than I kind of like, than my brain knows that it is, you know? Like, I can play on these 900 speeds, but when I've been already playing a whole bunch... Alright, by the way, this is also what happens when you get to the credits.
Ooh, the credits get mean.
You'll never believe it.
Sorry. People can play like this?
For certain definitions of like this.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's actually what happens when you get through the whole thing.
Absolute nonsense is what
you
you're
get
saying.
to you get to play disappearing blocks over the credits. I will say I am definitely getting better at like keeping track of everything and processing quickly, but there are definitely still a lot of times where I'm just like not able to keep track of it at all.
I mean, you're about 50 steps ahead of me.
My brain right now is like, hey, when are they going to start disappearing? Like, no, you've never actually gotten to that yet.
Yeah, I do think that, like, variable speed is a thing that, like, absolutely gets me, because, like, definitely having to, like, learn timings for, like, different timings for where you are is kind of rough. Like, it's so much.
Ooh.
That's disgusting.
There we go.
Hooray! Let's get all neat and tidy again.
I know, right? This is getting a little bit funny.
There's one.
Finally! That was a drought.
Because you got, like, a whole bunch of them earlier, so it's like, oh, you already had, like, a bunch of these. You don't need more.
More than anyone could ever want, frankly.
We gave you, like, 5 of them. Why are you unhappy?
Mr. Policeman, we gave you all the clues.
I gave you all the clues.
Look how fucking neat and tidy my stack is.
You, done much since the last time we streamed it?
Not massively. I've played, you know, gotten some reps in, but unfortunately I have to work. And that means that there are hours in the day where I'm not playing Tetris.
Man.
Ooh, I fucked that up.
It's not right. It's not right.
Isn't it?
Totally unfair.
I agree. Alright.
Woo!
Good. Good. Let's slow this down. Should have put it in that well over there, but you know.
These things happen.
I've been told they happen at sea.
Yeah, it's funny. Worse things do happen at sea. It's just funny having that one line at the bottom that's gonna be there forever.
The shame of the family.
I guess it is better to just kind of leave that down there.
Eventually, I'm gonna, like, pay down the whole stack, essentially.
But for now, it's better to just build on top and make good Tetrises.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm kind of, whenever I decide I want to cut and run, I will stop getting Tetrises for every single time. But right now the game's still giving me some pretty neat lines, so it's like... I don't really feel any need to stomp. Ah, too far. All right. Let's speed it up.
Let's go, Lariat.
In the immortal words of Shadow the Hedgehog, let's get moving.
You said that?
Mm-hmm.
When you say that?
Pretty sure in Sonic 06.
No.
Too far. We're not quite moving at 100% speed yet. That can't fall in there because there's a gap down there.
I played Sonic 06 and I'm like, you did? When?
Okay, there we go. Finally, clear that out. That is not how I wanted that to go. My pieces just didn't want to lock. Oh boy.
I guess it's one of his generic lines when you're speed boosting through things.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably heard it dozens of times and I'm just like, I don't remember. I was probably just trying not to die horribly.
I just zonked out.
Oh, Sonic 06, there's every chance.
Ooh, this is nice. Full block. Nice. Sure. Not gonna say that that's optimal, but you know. Not gonna say it's the worst thing since sliced beef.
Making it work?
Ah, damn it. Couldn't quite spin
Turn
that
in
just at the
time,
right
yeah.
time, yeah. Like, I got it over there. I didn't want to turn it until it made it over, but... Sometimes that works out for you. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm in danger.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
So yeah, that's one where like I could not possibly have made that.
Yeah,
I
I've
committed
gotten
to
it
it.
over, yeah.
Okay. Oof. Really don't like a lot of what's being handed to me right now, but you know. We make do as we must. Oh, don't give me that ring. So this is the bit that tends to kill me. Oh, let's fucking go. Sure.
That comeback was very nice.
I was quite worried about it. Sure.
Oh, lovely. Nice.
Sure. That was not correct. Just one too many spins there. Okay. I'm definitely getting better at like pre-rotating blocks and like, you know, understanding where I should be doing that and in what direction without like having to actually actively think about it. That said, this is definitely where, like, I just don't even have time to think about it anymore. If I start fucking up, I don't think I'm gonna stop fucking up. Oh my god.
Oh my god, they disappear so fast.
Yeah, it's like as soon as it gets stuck on anything, it's basically like, yep, this is where I live now. This definitely is locking faster than what it does in the practice mode. I am glad that I was, like, correct about that. I'm wondering if there's a way to, like, actually set it to do this. I don't think that I have, like, control over lock delay. I think it's over, yeah.
Oh, that was very good though.
Whew, okay, yeah, I really
Very
like...
good.
Yeah, I wish I actually knew how to lower the lock delay on practice, because that is definitely not the speed that it was going when I was doing it. Honestly, the fact that I knew it had it, like, just off the top of my head is because of her. But yes, it's like, in your Sonic 06 plays. Let's plays, streams, whatever it is we do.
Streams?
Stream plays.
Stream plays?
But yeah, I'm actually really proud of like some of the stuff where I
yeah.
really fucked up the stack a few times and was able to clean it up. It's always really gratifying, and it does mean that, you know, like when you can do that at slower speeds, you slowly start to learn how to do it at faster speeds. Like the big thing I'm really gonna have to be able to do is, you know, pre-rotate pieces even faster and like keep track of what's coming next. Because I think the biggest thing is like I'm able to pay attention to what's coming up without like really thinking about it, but then eventually it starts going fast enough that I'll start losing track of it.
Yep.
Ah. Okay, I was hoping that would T-spin, but no. Decide if I want to go and fill that or not.
It's such a gap, man. Oh, it's so big, it's very funny.
It really is. There.
Hey! Wait.
Whoa. I will say I completely lost track of like where I was in the level count last game. Had no, like I looked at the score at one point. I was like, oh, am I only over at like 800 right now?
Flying by the seat of your pants.
Mm-hmm. Always, and you know it. Yeah, I ended up being just barely short of the PB there. I was genuinely like, am I getting close to done? Like, this is going so fast and I'm actually staying on top of it. But, like, then I realized, like, oh, you have further to go than you thought you did. I'm still really happy with that. That was, you know, my second best game of Tetris ever, so, like, I can't really, be too disappointed about it. it was like an Andy McClure tweet about like, you know, when you're playing this game and you have a really good one, you kind of realize that like, what you just did there was the best game of Tetris you've ever played in your life. When you know, like, and then like, every high score you get kind of definitionally is like, that's the best game of Tetris that I've ever played, you know? And I absolutely am like getting that feeling. Do not like this stack that I am building for myself right now. It's got a lot of awkward corners in it, gotta say. Can I get that over? Okay, yes I can. Perfect. Alright, never mind. Stack's perfect. I cannot find fault with it. Uh-oh. I can find fault now. It's also like, this is not really a skill that I developed, kind of until I started playing this game quite a lot. I really like how in this game, like, you know, you can get yourself into situations by, like, having a momentary lapse, that can dig, like, you know, some pretty frustrating holes for you, but that, like, you can kind of always bring it back, you know? Like, unless you die really, really quickly, generally speaking, you can just, like, by playing well enough and finding the right holes and opportunities, work your way back from, like, most crappy, stacks. You know, like that thing I just did there, that was not correct. I took kind of a small gamble that I wasn't gonna leave a hole in the stack, and it turns out I did in fact leave a hole in the stack. But that just gave me the opportunity to fill it in. And there's definitely that level of like, you know, I did not used to be able to play Tetris like this, where like, you know, once mistakes got started, oftentimes I would kind of just crumble. I probably could have actually gotten that over that. Oh boy. Ooh, okay, so putting that way down there was almost a really bad move, but luckily those two lines were actually ready to be completed. You go there, which means that you can go here, which means, yeah, go nuts. Alright, I'm liking where we're at right now. That didn't quite go as far as I wanted it to, but you know. We live, we learn. We hang on the edge of tomorrow. This is not the nicest stack I've ever put together. Alright. But there's always time to clean it up. Like, it's honestly a bit Dark Soulsy in that way, where, like, you know, a lot of the times I can kind of just play it as responding to stimuli. Cute little house stack. Okay. Like right now, this thing's a little bit atrocious, but we can draw it back. Not if I keep doing that though. I could at least T-spin that in to give myself a little bit of a buffer. Okay. You know, I had fixed it, and then I, like, just basically unfixed it. Yeah, sure. Alright. We're gonna fucking fix my stack here. I promise. I swear to God. Okay. That's enough to get that over to there. That's good over there. Yeah, put that there. It's like I'm talking to movers. Yeah, sure. Actually, it was better off with the other one. I could have gotten that around there. Okay. Ooh. That was not the correct orientation for that. I was attempting to swap there and the game did not want me to. And that may be what spells death for me. And also might smell death for me.
Would you like to smell death?
Living and breathing it, I gotta tell ya.
Aww.
That one kind of,
Got away from me a little bit.
got away from me. I mean, I was kind of chasing that one for quite a while. That was a 2 of 6, though, which meant that I got a lot of Tetrises early on, actually.
Ooh, nice.
So, that's pretty good. Yeah, for folks who don't know the numbers, the second one, like, of 6, means that I got to kind of the 6th level of it, which is clearing 100 lines gets you to 1, 200 lines gets you to 2, and so on. So, like, because I cleared over the 700 lines there, I got the of 6. And then the first number is meeting various conditions, which usually in these games are like getting a certain number of Tetrises in your first 200 levels, essentially. There you go. I will say, going back to, like, minimum speed is always kind of jarring. It's like I geared up every fiber of my being here towards high-speed Tetris, and now it's not moving as fast as I think it should be.
Yeah, the back and forth speed is very funny.
Mm-hmm. That bit I did there made a bit of an awkward stack, but I was able to clean it up pretty quickly.
I do love our awkward stacks, though.
That's good, because I make a lot of them. This, not the finest stack.
They're fun. They're delightful.
I'm glad you think so.
Less is in them.
I'm gonna hit the eject button here. Clear off some of that side. We're fine.
Didn't look in.
Nobody noticed.
Woo!
Alright, that is fine. Yeah, there definitely is that level of, like, figuring out how I should be building the stack. Kind of at all times. Like, I think the thing that's the coolest about Tetris is that eventually you don't really have to think about it consciously. You know, you'll make decisions about things.
Yeah, you play Tetris by vibes.
But you do sort of just start placing pieces down by vibe and, like, you know, you can recognize when a move was suboptimal without it being end your entire existence, you know? Like, that move decidedly suboptimal. Oops, I should have stuck with the other one. If I was smart, I probably would have paid the stack down there. But we're not being punished for it.
Like, when you swap, you can't, like, swap back.
Nope. Yes, when you swap your held piece, you are stuck on that piece until you place that block, so you better know what you're doing. Are you sure that that was the piece you wanted?
I'm never sure of anything.
Well, great news, you're not even going to get a chance to think about it. Okay. Oh, perfect. There we go. That's a nice looking stack. Yeah, there's definitely points here where I'm like not making exactly the right decision, but I'm also seeing how to like kind of correct it quickly enough that it doesn't really matter. Yep. Yep, that was decidedly incorrect because I couldn't get over that lump. Normally I don't do that to myself for quite a bit longer. That was not my smartest move ever. But we fixed it. Get a cut and run there. I do think one of the biggest things for me with kind of just learning this game has been like figuring out how to fit Tetrises in when I'm like going a bit more into survival mode, where it's like, you know, the way that I used to play was very much I was either trying to do literally nothing but Tetris or not trying to ever get Tetris and just literally always clear lines as fast as possible, you know, like as low as possible, like just pay down the whole stack. Whereas like, I definitely feel like now I'm a lot better at playing to survive, but then recognizing when like, oh, I can make a pretty neat stack here and go for that Tetris. And that's definitely like a pretty gratifying feeling.
Yeah, it's cool.
And there's definitely like plateaus that you can hit in Tetris where it's like all I'm doing is stacking blocks here. Yeah, this works. Not sure it's the best use of all of those eye blocks, but you know, got me another Tetris.
Yeah, it worked.
Any crash you walk away from?
Yep.
I thought that was the case. Honestly, my stacking is getting quite a bit neater. I'm noticing. You know, not 100%, but I'm definitely able to get a lot more Tetrises, even as it starts to get properly fast. And that's definitely a sign that it's like I can just build these things faster and more confidently. Yeah, I wasn't ever gonna go any further than that. That is okay, though.
Everything will be okay?
Okay. I'm gonna need to start modding this with Sonic Adventure 2 lines and noises.
Heck yeah, you know it.
This might be a little bit ballsy of me. But a little bit ballsy is my middle name.
No, it isn't. I know your middle name.
Yeah, it's Steven.
I just wasn't gonna say it.
You have no power over me!
I wasn't gonna say it! Jeez. Can't do it to me. I don't have a middle name. Checkmate.
My mother's maiden name is... While we're putting things out there.
Hey look, you said it, I didn't say it.
I know.
You're the one who gave it away.
I'm committing to the bit. I'm not even sure what the bid is at this point, but I am. But you can't say I'm not committed.
I mean, always and forever. Yeah, you're very committed to everything you do.
But above all, the bid.
Yeah, absolutely.
That should have been the one it originally was. Sometimes you'll play something down and just be like, no. Or worse, you'll swap out your hold piece and go like, I liked the other one better.
It's a better piece, Brent. Better piece.
Good pieces. Oops. It's always kind of funny with held pieces when you like try to place a piece that you like, you're given initially, and you fuck it up and get it into a position where you can't get it where you want it to go. So I just swap to the other piece that I was holding, and then attempt again next time around to put the piece in the correct place.
Are we entering hell?
We're in the 700s, so we're certainly
Hellish? Hell-esque?
approaching.
Hell adjacent?
Mm-hmm. You know what they say, hell is other Minos. Nice. Less nice is like everything that I'm doing here, but you know. And I feel like when the music starts doing that, is kind of when the bad time starts. That's fine. I really wanted that block over in that corner, and it cost me dearly.
I was like, nope.
Not gonna call this my finest work. Good.
No!
Couldn't rotate it fast enough.
I know!
Tried to pre-rotate it there. I'm actually kind of surprised that it didn't.
Aww.
Still 830. Like, I will say that it used to be the second that I hit 800, like, I would completely lose track of the stack. So, like, I'm slowly pushing the number higher and higher.
So what are the other modes? Or are you just gonna
There you go.
concentrating on this one?
I'm concentrating on this one because the other modes are harder.
Ah, okay.
So, Asuka mode, first off, it starts at the full speed at 20. You have a time limit, and I've kind of got my high scores for normal and Asuka on, and you know how you have to clear a line for it to roll over to the next level for the normal mode? In Asuka mode, you have to get a Tetris before it will allow you to go up to the next level. So you not only have to be able to stack them, you also have to be able to get, stack properly and get Tetris clears out of them. However, for that, it also has Infinity, which is that you can spin the block as much as you can. Like, the block does not have the timer that it normally has in Grandmaster mode, where you can just keep spinning it and have the block not lock in place to kind of buy yourself some time to think. It also has backstep, which is actually that you can unplace pieces back to the last like level boundary that you crossed.
Oh.
Which means that you can keep like reworking the stack when you're fucking things up. But because it's a time limit, that's costing you time that you could have used and makes it harder to get through. In these games, generally speaking, like Master Mode is kind of not necessarily the biggest mode, but like where they start putting in the...
Oh, in this unprecedented trial of Tetris skills, this mode is for top-level players. Okay.
Aim as high as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So Master Mode is where it starts like grading you to the point where you can't even move forward unless you complete certain conditions, and like you play through a whole game and it gives you the ranking up to like Grandmaster. And it's like I guess it is really like the top level mode in the game, where you get all of the bullshit, and like each TGM game that they've put out has kind of had a more and more ridiculous master mode in it. Konoha mode is a mode where you've got large blocks and you're trying to get all clears, and it basically like is there to give you pictures of anime girls. You unlock them as you get all clears. And then Shiranui is versus mode, essentially, but it's only versus CPUs because this game doesn't have online. But it does have, like, we actually played a bit of Shiranui the first time around. And I'm not quite as good as it because, like, you know, the way that I play versus Tetris is basically to move at twice the speed of my opponent. And bury them in Tetrises, which is not actually the best strategy you can usually be going for in Tetris, in versus Tetris. Especially not if you don't even do it right. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually getting faster for sure because I am, like, able to actually brick the CPU sometimes. Let's give them a problem to deal with. Oh no, my garbage rows are also on the well side. Oh, get fucked, you poor computer. Win by level difference. Yeah, so you can kind of see I can clear lines a lot faster. I'm not on like the highest tier of difficulty. In fact, there's like very high. It goes up quite high. And the game starts like playing way meaner to you. But when you get a bunch of stars on it, you unlock higher tiers. It was weird, it was like I couldn't change modes there. Yeah, it's like I'd really like to get a complete on normal mode. Not before I ever do it. I've not played master mode yet, but mostly like, you know, I've stuck my head into Asuka mode and tried that out a bit. I kind of just feel like I want to build my way up. There we go. Slightly awkward stack, but we're getting our way out of it. There we go. Oh, now it's beautiful. Nice and clean. Simple and clean's the way that we're making me stack tonight. I had a moment where I was like, none of that fits together, and it's like, yes it does. You're fine. Pay that down a divot. A touch. Oh Jesus, I am making problems for myself. It was going so good until I started constructing the problem stack.
You love a problem stack in this house.
Well, that's good news.
You beat the computer, or no?
I did beat the computer.
Nice, good job.
I kicked the computer's ass.
Yeah, you did. Computer didn't know what hit it.
No. A lot of lines.
Again, I didn't know them.
A lot of garbage.
Didn't know what to do about it. It was like, oh, what's happening? I'm being hit by lines.
It really is a break here, game.
Nope.
There we go.
Denied.
Nope, it's being nice to me again.
Denied.
When I first started playing, like, you know, this break where it slows way the hell down again, like, I really needed that to kind of recover from various mistakes I made to the stack. And I can definitely feel myself getting a lot more cavalier about it as time has gone on. Yo, I love not accidentally immediately sealing off the good piece placement that I had. Ugh, too far. Okay. That's fine. Hee. Good. Oh boy. Acceptable. I should have just taken the Tetris there. That was silly.
You like to live life on the edge?
Apparently. That was the thing. It's like I missed out on my opportunity to have a Tetris. It was being handed to me.
Because you were living life on the edge.
It is kind of funny that you can like straight up see when I'm being indecisive. It leaves a scar. Okay. Ooh, I didn't actually think that would fit in there, but let me take those. Okay with that. Man. And that's quite good. Lock, please.
No.
Don't like this. Don't tell me that. Still don't know why it goes, oh! Ah! Oops. Ooh.
Nice.
As you love to see.
It?
It.
I mean, honestly, I wish I could do Tetris as well as this. Got a big jealousy going on.
Aw.
I watch it and I'm just like, how are you ever doing any of this?
Years of practice.
Elimination! Thank you for the resub! Woo! 2 years of
Thank you so
Tetris!
much for 2 years of Tetris. And hopefully many more.
Woo 2 years of Tetris.
We love 2 years of Tetris.
Wow, that fucked up the stack so badly. Thanking you. Okay, that'll open up that bit right there. I think that was reasonable to do. I think I'm high enough there, so there's that. There'll definitely be times where, like, the stack will open up and suddenly I should have actually, like, put a different piece down in the spot where I'm aiming, but I've kind of gotten a bit better at not holding that against myself, but I didn't realize. There's definitely a lot of, like, just the mental bounce back when you, fuck something up even horribly.
Yep.
Sure. I'll just take that. Okay, that's actually gonna get me, yeah, big hole. Acceptable. Come to dread that bell.
We love the bell. Embrace the bell. Love the bell.
No. Had a moment of indecision there where I was not punished. I think one of the big things I'm also figuring out as I play is, like, configurations where I can safely ride bricks on the top without them getting stuck, and then sometimes, like, when things do get stuck, it's like, ugh.
Yep, mm-hmm.
Like, especially when you aren't expecting it. That was me thinking I had a block that fit in that other corner, and not. There we go.
Yeah, I would definitely hit the S and the Z blocks, like, fucked up all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's not easy, for sure. It's not how I wanted that to go. Oh no.
You about to go hell?
Oof. Was not sure I was going to be able to get that flipped.
Flying by the seat of your pants.
This is the sound of my brain melting. Put that in first, and then that makes that a little bit easier to slot in there. I think that's also kind of like part of it, is like realizing, oh, this is like not great, but if I put this here, I can like, it'll be easier for me. Alright, now's where we have gone to super hell.
Goodbye.
It's over!
It's over!
899 is pretty good. If I gotten a line clear, I would have gotten higher there.
Over.
Hell heck, we want to see Asuka mode.
Sure.
Well, that's unfortunate. Gives us some new music to chill to.
Sure.
This is also the mode where I get little foxes on my screen.
That's adorable. Look at them. They're so baby.
See, I want to get Tetris's. They're the ones that keep track.
Yeah, get all that. They're very cute.
Okay.
And being mean to you.
In a sense, I'm being mean to me. Even this early on, like, yeah, this mode kind of overloads my mental stack.
Oh no. Yep, I think you're, tits.
Especially because now I'm officially in the harder. I have leveled up because I managed to get that one Tetris.
Ta-da!
Sometimes you just, Now granted, I could have backed that up, but I need to do eventually is, like, remember that I can rewind it and, like, get it back. Although I have found it's actually quite difficult in a lot of situations to, like, actually plan a rewind and, like, have it be useful, because, like, it really aggressively, corrects your motion, or, like, sometimes you'll think that you'll be able to get it, but it's actually really, like, super committed you just to a movement. I don't totally know how to describe it yet. This is also not my finest work. Let's start with that.
Hell of a stack, man.
It's actually beautiful, and I know what you're talking about. I'm very neat. one kind of neat concept that I've kind of like taught myself, or I guess more of like realized for myself, is that like even when you fuck up getting a Tetris, like just barely, it'll actually still be down there. You'll kind of just have put some garbage lines on top of it. And if you do manage to like clean your lines up hard enough, you actually can get back to it and still get that same Tetris that you set up for yourself. And I feel like I never used to be able to actually do that. My stack. There we go. Sure. No, I'm sorry.
Fox mad at you?
Because I need to get another Tetris before it'll let me level up.
The fox is mad at you?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure if he's mad, he might just be disappointed.
Yay! Happy fox!
Oh lord!
The fox is so happy now.
Not for long!
Yeah, the people that can cope with Tetris at this speed are, nuts.
Monsters? Yeah. You kind of have to just be like actively aware. That might be a high score though.
I think it's 299 for us.
Ah, yeah, I did. I think I got stuck on a 299. Okay. Now, game, not for nothing, but I could really use a payoff here.
Nope. Four foxies. We're being used.
I don't give a single fox.
Who's on that plane?
Mm-hmm. have been told that I'm Darius Emmanuel Grunch, the Rumble. Now bring me my money. Money Plane's a very dumb movie. Kind of wonderful that way.
Don't think I've ever seen it.
It's better that way, but you know. I definitely feel like sometimes I just like don't quite move fast enough for how long I have to set things.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is like sort of just lazy brain in a way. Because it's like I can move this fast if you're gonna make me, but I was already not moving quite as fast. That would have been better.
And sometimes that thing just plops down and it instantaneously locks, and it's like, well...
Yeah, and it's kind of because, like, what I could really be doing is this instead. Give myself some time to think by just tapping this over and over forever, because this is the difference that Asuka mode has, that you can just do this.
You'll never lose.
And I'll never lose, except when the time runs out, because time does go downwards. That was, like, really good, because I got a ton of Tetrises there. Oops, that actually wanted to pop out. Shall I play my first ever game of Master Mode?
Do it!
Unprecedented trial of Tetris skills.
Yeah, go for it.
Aim as high as possible.
Do it.
So really one thing about this mode is that, I mean, A, it starts faster than the other mode even did, but like, it's grading you on getting like all the different ones. You can kind of see over there that it has like all clears, Tetrises. I feel like every time I clear a line, like the stack changes enough where I'm like, what?
We're good.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what a peaky is.
Peaky. Peaky. You blinked and the game was over, cause man, this is mean.
This is no holds barred Tetris.
Oh, PK Fear at level 300. And what it does is a surprise.
Awesome. I'm aware of some of the bullshit that this game throws at you in this mode, but like, you know, since I have not even attempted to play it much, you know, there's only so much that I'm even aware of.
This one seems very mean.
90 might be my high score. Yeah!
Woo!
You won't last 2 minutes playing this game. And it is quite funny, like... I have the PB here, you know, like that I haven't beaten my PB today. But I have no fucking clue how I ended up getting that thing in the first place. Like, I was absolutely on one.
You did a 952 today.
Yes, I got really close to my PB, but I haven't beaten it. And like, you know, thinking that I was able to do that on a different day before now, it's just like, goddamn, what was I smoking that day? Oops. Fine. It's fine, it's a good stack, I like it. Honestly, I think if I was smart, I would probably change the, was it same input, opposite cardinal directions, the Sakti that I have on this thing. Because, like, right now, if I'm pressing up and down at the same time, it defaults to up, which means that I can do the sonic drop, but I can't do the piece lock. And I think being able to press up while still pressing, being able to press down while still pressing up would kind of make it work a little more naturally. I don't know, changing my, my Sakti settings feels like sacrilege. I actually could have put that down there. It's fine though. That's fine. Should have used that T block to fill that hole in there, but pretty minor. Had a moment where like, oh no, my stack, it's gonna get fucked up, but actually it was slightly different than what I was imagining it would be in my head. I'm a little surprised I got myself out of that one. That was just straight up, it did not want to give me the piece I wanted. It's being mean to me.
I know, the game's so mean to you.
Me specifically. I'm the only person
You specifically, yes.
who has ever gotten drops I don't want in Tetris.
So mean to you.
I'm glad you agree.
Poor baby, the game's so mean.
I'm glad you agree.
I do.
I think you're just patronizing me.
Yep, pretty much.
At least you're honest.
I'm nothing if not honest.
Mm-hmm. Do not!
Get in there. Get in.
Don't you fuck me. Okay. Yes, I'm kind of off the constant Tetris train here. You know, one more Tetris for the road, never hurt nobody. Okay. Dang. Still, we're in the I can fix this phase. There you go. I was gonna say I think I can get that in. Sure, that's actually pretty good for that. Then I got this bit. Ah, now it's all pretty and stuff.
Now all is O's.
Put that there and then that there. Then get ballsy with it.
Yeah, you will. It's very funny to me how neat your stacks can be at this level.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit like 900 and
It
everything
hits a
goes
certain
shit.
speed and it just like, you know, I just kind of stop recovering. Or I'll get a good run of things and then it will just kind of like deteriorate. Oops. Okay, we're fine. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Ride that baby down. Let him lock. Good. Oops. Yeah, that was definitely like just my movement was lackadaisical, so it didn't go quite as far as it was supposed to. That's not what I wanted, but it is what I deserved. Okay, that's fine.
ourselves a well.
Yes, but it is at least on the right side. Okay, that's good. Even a Tetris. Oh goodness.
Woo! How dare you bribe John Tetris to go to bad blocks? Tut tut.
How could John Tetris do this to me? Delicious. Let it lock. Okay, it's actually kind of a good thing that I didn't twist that successfully there. Because that would not have gone in.
No.
Now, of course, I've now built 2 wells for myself. It's better than 1 well, 2 wells.
Well, that was a good well.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yes, that's better. Dang, I thought that wouldn't work. Oh, let me over! That I think I could have actually gotten over with some fancy finagling.
Nice.
T-spin double! Imagine doing one of those on purpose. Could not be me.
Good job. Aww.
I knew I couldn't fit it in there, like, after I did it the first time. I don't know why I attempted again.
Sometimes you have to make the attempt. Even when you know it will fail.
Not really how I wanted that to go, but you know.
No, not how we drew up.
I had the thought of like, well, I could get it over there, and I mean, that was technically correct. I could get it over there, but I had the thought of it too late. Yeah, so that was a moment where I was just straight up bailed out by getting another another long piece fast enough.
I believe this is harder than Airly Acrobat.
A little bit. I actually want it like that. This is fine. That was me thinking it had locked and then,
Yeah. Aww. 93, 93.
If I hit 900 with a fairly low stack, I think I can finish it. It's just most of the time,
Yeah,
800 has kicked my ass enough that I'm fairly high up and, like, can't really absorb any of the missed drops that I get from landing it. Alright, well, we are almost at 2 hours. I think I'm going to do one more playthrough of normal mode. I have gotten, like, several 900s tonight, which I'm pretty happy about, because, like, I think we looked at the scores at the start of this, and yeah, so my high score on the 15th, I've gotten 2 900 plus runs today on stream, and an 899 that I just couldn't get into 900, and before that I had gotten one other run over 900, and then the high score run, which I was one short of earlier today. So, like, you know, that is improvement. And I really do like being able to look at that, where it's like, even a few of these. Oh, 15 minutes is where the speed up happens? That makes sense. I legitimately did not know that. I haven't really been looking too much up about this game.
So you're saying is go faster?
Gotta go fast. Fine. It's kind of hard for me to keep up with, or like, you know, track that exact kind of change as being a time thing rather than a pieces thing. That's so funny. Meant to spin that.
It does seem quite difficult to get there in 15 minutes.
You kind of have to be doing like the fast drops like all the time on everything. Because yeah, you're not gonna get there like without being able to push the speed. I guess it does make sense that there's like kind of a disincentive from slow playing it all the way through. I did kind of wonder why like I got those massive speed ups, so now I know. It's because there's evil spirits in my computer that hate me.
It's true. It's truly do. They hate you.
This is not some of my finest stacking.
It's a little well. It's a little well.
It's unwell.
Oh yeah, sorry, no Kappas.
Actually, I want you there. You can go in there. Okay.
Okay, sorry, it's the Kappas blocking the message. I don't seem to be able to do anything about it on mobile. I guess I don't have as many moderator powers on mobile. How does that work? I normally have my laptop with me. I don't have my laptop with me today.
This is a chill, low energy stream.
It's been a long time since we banned Kappas.
Hmm.
Oh, we ever unban them?
I suppose I don't feel as strongly about them as I used to. Kinda just not as popular of an emote on Twitch anymore.
It's true, it's true. Oh, I wonder if I can, 'cause it's auto mod.
It's probably like...
Yeah, it's not popping up for me. And I think auto mod stuff has to be done by you, which, yeah, that's not happening while Tetris is happening. Yeah, it's weird, I didn't realize. I thought I could do auto mod stuff on them as a moderator.
You totally can. I wonder if it's because it's like an old, like a very old block that's like, you know, differently set up than more modern,
Oh, yeah, I thought we did set that I could do it.
Yeah.
I guess maybe unset it?
Lord knows.
We're distracting you from the Tetris. Your stack is getting delirious. Oh, Twitch mod settings, you are, strange and unknowable.
You're a jury-rigged IRC, server. I'm fine with that being there. I'll put you in the hole there.
You'll have to fill holes. That's what we do here in Tetris.
That's kind of the whole point.
Fill holes.
Oh dear. Okay, okay. Yep. Nope. Ooh. Alright, well, I think that shows that I am getting a bit tired. So I think I will cut us off there.
These things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You
I hope
played
everyone
Tetris
had a
for
good
2
time.
hours.
I did play Tetris for 2 hours. I feel pretty happy about it. Again, like, this is... You really just get a whole bunch of numbers that are like, you are improving and getting better at this. And I really, really like that feeling, as it turns out. Mr. Speedrunner over here.
Mm-hmm. Speedrunner energy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well... Serene will be back tomorrow.
I'm back tomorrow, more Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're not really doing very much to solve the murder.
I feel like you're sort of very carefully arranging a Lego castle.
Yes, we really didn't do much to solve the murder. The first case, we found the dead body.
Yeah, it took you a bit to get to that.
We did a bit of investigating, and then a child got kidnapped, and we kind of focused on that instead last stream. We still not found the kidnapped child?
No, because we originally thought he was kidnapped by one set of kidnappers.
We found a different kidnapped child.
But it turns out they had kidnapped a different child. As recompense for not kidnapping the first child.
Yes, so we did some mind checks. So maybe tomorrow I'll actually figure out who killed President.
Who killed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, well, see you then for Ace Attorney.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one.